Photonics Spectra Now is brought to you by the Raynard Corporation, perfecting your light. Visit raynard.com for more. And by Hamamatsu.
Indispensable to future social systems, to environmental issues, to industries such as healthcare and automotive, and to the creation of new industries. That is photonics technology.
Hi, and welcome to Photonics Spectra Now, covering your top headlines in the world of photonics. I'm Joe Kaczynski, a senior editor with Photonics Spectra. SPIE held its third annual Photonics Industry Summit in Washington, D.C. this past week, as industry leaders and U.S. lawmakers gathered to discuss photonics. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Creating opportunities for innovation was at the forefront of many presentations. Attendees talking about the ways to boost development in the U.S. through collaboration. Members of the Department of Defense talked about fast-tracking proposals and contracts to spur growth of photonics work in the U.S., while also citing a direct link to bolstering national security. Our own news editor Joel Williams was in person for the Industry Summit. You can catch his complete recap of the events on photonics.com. Now, staying on the topic of national security, one U.S. congressman is demanding action against two Chinese companies dominating display technologies. Earlier this year, Congressman John Molinar was named chairman of the House Select Committee on the Strategic Competition between the U.S. and Chinese Communist Party. In a new letter to the Secretary of Defense, he demands that BOE Technology Group and Tianma Microelectronics be placed on the Chinese military companies list, warning that their influence presents a significant risk to national security. I wanted to speak with the experts to see if these fears are justified and to better understand the workings of the display industry. Abhishek Srivastava is the Associate Director for the Center of Display Research at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. And Akihiro Makizuki leads iCore Technology LLC with more than 30 years of experience in flat panel displays.
The display industry, it works in a different way. Basically, you have a display module which is created by these display companies. Doesn't matter where they are, in Taiwan, in China, in Korea, or in Japan, or anywhere in the world. They supply the display module, and then you make a product out of it using tablet, laptops. That is being done by OEM factories. So OEM factories basically design all the product that is needed for different purposes.
More than 95% of the flat panel display devices originate from mainland China. If a US need to use some flat panel display devices, particularly for the military applications, we have no choice. Mainland China is now control the not only a product supply chain but the material supply chains. They have a power to control.
Marvel Fusion closes a nearly €63 million financing round, that's about $70 million, that will allow the company to continue pursuing its fusion concept. The work is being done at a laser facility at Colorado State University. Marvel hopes to have a full proof of concept by 2027. This is just the latest win for the company that was also selected by the European Innovation Council for an accelerator program earning an additional €2.5 million, along with an equity investment of up to €15 million. HyperLight Corporation, a provider of thin-film lithium niobate photonic integrated circuits, has received $37 million in Series B funding. That money will go towards accelerating product development and boosting production. The company's technology platform supports applications in optical communications, LiDAR, and sensing. And researchers at the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada, have achieved a breakthrough in protecting qubits during quantum measurements. To understand the magnitude of this, you have to remember that quantum information is fragile and difficult to protect during experiments. Researchers at Waterloo have found a method to measure and reset a trapped ion qubit to a known state without disturbing neighboring qubits just micrometers away. That distance is smaller than the width of a human hair. Lead researcher Rajizbul Islam says the team combines an ion trap with holographic beam shaping technology, controlling laser light to overcome the bottleneck. These measures to protect qubits from accidental measurements is essential for controlled quantum operations. You can find all the details on these stories and everything else happening in the world of photonics. Just go to photonics.com and be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. I'm Joe Kaczynski. Thanks for watching.